Namaskar. Welcome to the part 4 of the lecture Spiritual Management for Engineers and Business Administrators of Industry, that too with special reference to COVID-19 epidemic that has become pandemic. This is Dr. A.P. Rao, Vice President, Telecom Division, High Physics Laboratory India Private Limited, MIDC Ranjangaon, Pune, Maharashtra. To talk about the recap of the part 3, in the part 3, we have observed the need of spirituality in critical circumstances where physical needs become less and one think about the spirituality and its management practices. We could also understand the difference between spirituality and the religion and that the two are not same. We have seen the details of information flow in our nerve system or brain and that how external or internal feedback becomes strong by means of spiritual management and its practices. We have learned that the transformation happens in the organizations that follows spiritual management approach and give results in terms of net earning and return on investment. And finally, in the part 3, we could understand that need of stress management is an indication to work further on spiritual management approach for betterment of individuals in particular and industry at large. And now, in continuation to part 3, now we discuss the three terms mind, matter and consciousness. Consciousness gives birth to the mind and then finally the matter. We know the words matter, mind and consciousness. Matter means the material, that is the physical form. The mind means the brain or the mana. In fact, the mana and the brain are also not same in spiritual management. Mana is the deciding factor of what is logically concluded by the brain. But at this moment, we'll consider either the word brain or the mind for the cause of this analysis. And thirdly, the consciousness means the energy that is filled in space around us, and this energy we cannot fabricate by our own. The basis of these diagrams, which are shown below, are supported by the circles that represent circles of matter, mind and consciousness as foundation for confluence, balancing and synthesis. The spiritual management suggests us that matter, mind and consciousness are very much connected to each other through confluence, balancing and consciousness. Consciousness in Hindi or Sanskrit simply means Chetna. The circles of matter, mind and consciousness work as a foundation for convergence, harmony and fusion. Because of this, we could achieve technological advancement to unfold many things of the nature through the technological developments. It means the matter, mind and consciousness, they are to be understood very well, because of which we could achieve the different technologies. Now, let us see the technical perspective to learn matter, mind and consciousness. Here, one technique that we call as the radio frequency interference technology. It is developed to find aura image as shown in the photograph for clinical use, in which the health conditions can be determined by analyzing aura colors. So this RFI imaging is something which we could achieve through the relation understood amongst matter, mind and consciousness. Similarly, there is one called as the GDV technology. It is investigated by the scientists, in which the glow of the aura as shown in photograph can be seen and measured also. Aura must be understood by you. Aura means the energy which is not visible but that covers the whole of the human body. And when the aura is not observed or aura at some place is weak, it indicates the less amount of the energy associated with the human body. And when the person is said to be dead, at that time no aura energy is observed around him. Similarly, as a part of development in spiritual management and the relation between the technology and the spiritual management, we must understand what is the body. We so far only know the physical body. In earlier slide, we could see that the aura is also there that covers the whole of the body. Now everybody is required to understand the 7 bodies, that is the 7 layers of the energy associated with the human body. And our age-old literature shows that there are 7 layers of the energy and their work is different. First of all, we call physical layer. Physical layer, simply the human body which we observe physically, around which the layer of the energy is there. We call it etheric layer. Then the layer which is associated with the body we call as the emotional layer. Then this green color that shows it is called as the astral body. The words you must have known that we are talking about the astral body or we are talking about the etheric layer or the emotional layer and so on. After that, the layer of the energy which is associated with the body is etheric template. Then the number comes of the celestial body and finally the etheric temple. It means the physical body which we observe, the physical layer which we observe, it is associated with the 7 different layers of the energy and they are working, and the use of those energy layers is to be seen through the spiritual management. This way, the science is approaching from material, that is the atomic level, to the spiritual slowly, which was already investigated by our mythological scientists called rishis. The different levels of consciousness to reach the spiritual level to be used for the spiritual management practices. Therefore, we need to talk about from atomic level, that is our physical body, to molecular level, cellular level, animal level, etheric body level, and the highest level is the spiritual level, that consists the spiritual consciousness, where we for which we need to talk about, or we say that the Chetna ka vikas is to be seen. Sometimes we feel not to stay with someone without any known reason. The interaction of human energy field is very important. And this happens because of overlapping and then destructive interference of the energy fields of the two. If we understand the spiritual management and the spiritual science, then we would understand that why we are not feeling to stay with someone, why we are not feeling to talk to someone. This is because of the interaction of the human energy fields which is associated with the physical body. Similarly, the human energy field overlaps and mixing or randomly mixing and randomly unevenly to generate the destructive or reduction loss of the energy. It means if the two human fields are coming together and they feel the destructive interference amongst them, then we say that I do not want to stay with someone. This is because of the destructive interference amongst the two persons which are staying together or which are coming together. Now, our age-old literature also shows that there are various chakras, that is the energy levels in a spiritual body. At the bottom, we call the Mooladhara chakra, that is pelvic plexus. The second chakra is called the Swadhisthana chakra, that is hypogastric plexus. Then the third one is the Manipuri chakra, that is the solar plexus. Then there is the Anahat chakra, that is cardiac plexus. Vishuddhi chakra, that is carotid plexus. Then Agya chakra, that is medulla plexus, and the science could not name at the top, that is called the Sahasradhara chakra. It means we have seen the 7 energy levels associated with the body. We have seen the various chakras and the layers of the energy of the spiritual body, and this helps us to reach very near to the spiritual management. This just knowing about it. So far we are not talking about doing anything, but just knowing about that these are the facts which are associated with the human body in terms of the spirituality and in terms of the energy. The spirituality is reflected through values such as making a contribution to humankind and considering the individuals in the company as a human being first. Spirituality is expressed through human resources and other corporate employees in how they relate to corporate profitability and increased job satisfaction. In fact, no one succeeds in defining the spirituality since it is not possible to handle it with reasonings and logic, because these are not the experiments which are carried out outside as that of the scientific experiments, but these are the experiments which are to be carried out in one's own body using the mind or the brain. After understanding parascience and spiritual science and utilizing the information therein, we require to know and practice about the applied spirituality. The understanding and practice of applied spirituality would enrich us in many ways, and those that term applied spirituality will be discussed in the next part. Thank you very much.